you have ID on you?
I do, but I'm not going to give it to you.
Just to let you know, anytime you're involved in something that we get called for, we are compelled to ID.
Do you have a driver's license or identification on you?
Am I required to answer the question?
Yes, you are required to answer the question.
Well, I don't think he needs to identify if he hasn't committed a crime.
What do you mean we gotta leave?
You gotta leave.
They won't even identify who they
They're
are.
asking you to leave.
What's up, CT3 fam? Welcome back to my channel where we highlight 3 clips and I'll recap with a few educational pointers to ensure your rights are not violated on your next encounter with the cop. My name is CT3 and my goal is to make sure this is an educational experience based on your basic rights and your freedom to film in public. With that said, the channels being featured today are My State Transparency, Alamo Eye News, and Who's Your Auditor. Make sure you use the link in the description for the full videos. And while you're over there, please show them some love because without them, there's no CT3. If you could, go ahead and gently smash that like button before the video even starts so this video will spread and hopefully help put an end to police misconduct. Now with that said, let's get right into it.
What's going on today?
Just a journalist gathering content for a story.
What'd you say?
I'm a journalist gathering content for a story.
Okay. You're obviously allowed to film here.
Yep.
This is sidewalk. Were you up there filming at some?
Nope, stayed on the sidewalk the whole time.
Okay. Did they come and talk to you?
Yeah, they did.
What'd they say?
They came out saying I was on private property and it was a HIPAA violation.
Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, you're allowed to film here. It's your right. We're a one-party consent state, meaning you can film anytime you want. Just don't go on their property.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have ID on you?
I do, but I'm not going to give it to you.
Just to let you know, anytime you're involved in something that we get called for, we are compelled to ID.
That's not true. You have to have a reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime.
That's fine. If they say that you were on their property, I'm going to ID you. Okay?
I obviously wasn't on their property. I can show you on the video I wasn't on their property.
If you want to do that, that's fine. If I talk to them and they say you do, if you want to just show me that you weren't, that's fine. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, you guys are all good. Like I said, they didn't say you came out of the property, so
Alright.
they're concerned about you filming people, but I said, you're allowed to, you're on public property here, so as long as you don't go on their property, you're good to go.
Yep.
Alrighty?
I know. Alright, thanks.
So some of you may ask, what's HIPAA and how do you violate it? HIPAA is health, insurance, portability, and accountability. And violations happen when the accusations or disclosure of protected health information is done in a way that results in significant personal risk of the patient. So a lot of things listed, such as the 5 most common HIPAA violations. 1 are non-encrypted lost or stolen device. 2, lack of employment training. 3, database breaches. 4, gossiping and sharing personal health information. And 5 is improper disposal of personal health information. So not even on the top 5 list is a citizen videotaping, getting somebody personal health information. So there you go, guys. That's what he meant by HIPAA violation. Health, insurance, portability, and accountability.
How we doing, sir? Deputy Kelly, DeWitt County Sheriff's Office. Reason for your stop is your speed. You know about how fast you're traveling?
Do I know how fast I was traveling?
Yeah.
Do I need to answer that question?
I would like for you to.
Yeah, well, I would like not to make any statements.
Okay. Let me have your driver's license and insurance card. Do you have a ID on your driver's license?
Have I committed a crime?
I can ask you at any time to identify yourself.
Am I under suspicion of committing a crime?
No.
Yeah, Texas is not a stop and identify state.
Do you have a driver's license or identification on you?
Am I required to answer the question?
Yes, you are required to answer the question.
Well, I don't think he needs to identify if he hasn't committed a crime.
It doesn't matter. If I ask him to identify himself, he needs to identify himself.
Are you familiar with Penal Code 3802?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Very well.
What does it say?
Do you have an ID on you or not?
You need to lawfully arrest him.
No, I don't have to lawfully arrest him. I don't have to. He's being detained on a traffic violation.
Yeah, he's not driving.
It doesn't matter. He's being detained at a traffic stop. I have the right to identify anybody in the vehicle.
Unless you suspect him of a crime. That's 3802.
That's what I'm going to do, is see if he has any warrants or anything for his arrest.
Well, you suspect him of having any warrants?
Could be, yeah.
Well, you have to articulate your reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime.
You're breaking the law twice.
Well, you're talking to me then.
Yeah. Okay. He's a passenger in a vehicle that the law's being broke in. Okay. You were speeding, number one. Number two, you're
allegedly speeding.
Allegedly speeding.
Allegedly.
80,
That's your
84 and a 70 is
that's
not
your
allegedly.
allegation. I haven't been convicted of that.
Your registration is out on your vehicle, so I could arrest you if I wanted to.
But I don't think that's an arrestable offense.
Yes, it is. The only two non-arrestable offenses: speeding and open container. Which you have a speeding violation, and you don't have an open container, but you do have expired registration. Okay. I can have this vehicle towed, and you can be arrested.
To be towed, I have to be convicted of the crime.
You are convicted. You're driving a vehicle.
I haven't been to court.
You're being okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an ID on you or not?
Am I required to give it to
you? You are required to give it.
Do you have a supervisor?
I sure do.
Okay, we would like to talk to him.
Okay, I will let you talk to him, and if I have to, I'll have him come out here.
Okay? Yeah, I'm requesting a supervisor.
Okay, all right, good deal. What is going on is the driver, I went up, I introduced myself, this Deputy Kelly, blah, 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 and I asked him for his license and insurance. And he handed me his license. He hadn't handed me his insurance yet. And then I asked the passenger. I said, "Can I see your? Do you have an ID or can I get your name and date of birth?" And he goes, have I committed a crime, or am I suspicious of committing a crime? And I said, no. I said, but we check everybody that, we have the right to check anybody in the vehicle to, just to see if, to identify yourself, number one, see if you have any, if there's any issues or whatever, warrants or whatever. And he said, but have I committed a crime? And then the guy said, well, you're aware of penal code such and such and such? And I said, yes, sir, I am. And he said, well, you need to read over that, a little bit better or something. And I said, well, you also have committed a violation with expired registration. And I said, so you guys are being detained on a traffic violation, and that's why I'm asking for, identification from both of you. And he goes to say, I'm alleged, you're alleging, I haven't been convicted of the speeding violation. I said, but you do, have expired registration. He said, but the passenger's not. He's not driving the vehicle. Why do you need his identification? And I explained it to him again. He goes, well, I need your supervisor to come out here.
Well, supervisors are off, and
yeah.
She said, I'm not coming out.
Okay.
Get Mr. D or Brandon out there with you.
Uh-huh.
Chief said, because at the time, I got the teammate mixed up. I thought you said the guy hadn't provided an ID.
The driver gave me his identification. I ran him and he's clear.
Okay.
But there, he's being the passenger's not cooperating. Well, they're driving 84 miles an hour in a 70 mile an hour zone.
1216 status.
Hang on one second. So, but the passenger's not cooperating.
Okay. Well, the passenger technically, we can request, but he doesn't have to.
Sure.
Okay. You tell the guy you're going to be cited for this and this. If he refuses to sign, tell him, okay, then you got to go before a magistrate. You're under arrest.
Okay. So if he refuses to sign the citation, then arrest him.
Right, and tow the vehicle, we give the passenger a ride back to the office and let him sit there.
Okay. All right, sir. I need you to sign here across the top. It's not an admission of guilt, just stating you'll contact the court on or before the 22nd of February.
All right. Here's a quick question. Mm-hmm. What happens if I don't sign it?
Well, you're refusing to sign, you'll go to jail.
I go to jail?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm just trying to get across, my signature is not going to be voluntary. It's going to be on the...
It's just a promise that you're going to contact the court. That's what your signature is promising.
But my signature is not voluntary. I'm doing it because if not, you're taking me to jail.
Okay.
That's the only way.
Well,
that's the only reason I'm signing this.
Okay. You're signing saying that you're going to go to court on or before this date. That's what your signature, regardless if you want to sign it or not.
Okay.
That's what that signature is
but-
for.
Yeah, just for the record, my signature is not voluntary, and I'm signing this because if I don't sign, you take me to jail.
Okay.
That's what you said.
What you're doing when you sign that is you're promising that you're going to go to court,
Yes.
regardless if you volunteered or not.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'm saying my
It-
signature is not voluntary. My signature says I'm gonna go to court,
Yes,
but my signature is not voluntary.
that doesn't make any. I don't understand what you're saying.
What I'm trying to say is you're making me sign it because if no, I go to jail.
No, I'm asking you to sign it. It's up to you whether you want to sign it or not.
It's under it's under threat, duress, and coercion. I mean, if I don't sign it, I go to jail. That's the only reason.
Well,
I'm
if you
signing
don't
it.
go to court, you go to jail.
Yeah. But right now, if I don't sign, I go to jail right now.
Yeah, so basically all this is saying is you're going to go to court. If you don't go to court, then you get a warrant and you go to jail.
You're hearing, but you're not listening, sir. So he's saying that if he doesn't sign it, you're threatening to take him to jail.
No, I'm
correct?
not. No, what
That's
I'm
what
saying,
you said,
okay,
though.
he would go to jail and be magistrated.
Okay.
Because either way, you're going to get magistrated.
Sure.
Okay,
But
so
what's the
either
difference
way,
now and later?
it's either do it now or do it later, however you want to do it. Either you go see a judge now, you either go see a judge now or you go see a judge later. So it's however you want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here's your ID. There's your citation.
All right.
This is a courtesy card
All right.
stating, with all the judge's information on it. Like I said, you have until the 23rd of
Contact them.
at 9 a.m. to contact the judge on the charges that you're being charged on.
All right. That's fine.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Slow it down and have a good day.
Being stopped by the police can be a stressful experience that can go bad quickly, but knowing your rights can make that situation even more intense. Because to be honest, most cops hate people who think they know their rights. But you'll be better off knowing your rights than not, trust me. This video is a prime example on why it's important to ask for a supervisor. You can clearly hear the supervisor tell the officer on the stop that you can request the passenger's ID, but they're not required to provide it to you. Remember, in every single state, an officer must be able to articulate a crime that he suspects you of committing before you're required to show ID.
What do you mean we gotta leave?
You gotta leave. They're asking you to leave.
Can I talk to this trooper? Because he should know
You should know what?
that we have a right to be here.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
It's state property.
Listen, this is a First Amendment protected activity. You can't tell us, we didn't break the law. You can't tell us to leave. It's
All
public
right.
accessible. You guys are bugging.
You gotta go. Yeah. Check in the bottom drawer, Mark. In the bottom. What are you guys here recording?
We're recording in public.
What's that?
We're telling them it's public accessible. We're allowed to record in public. So we don't understand what they so upset for. We didn't do anything. We didn't say anything to anybody. We're just recording.
All right, yeah, so they've asked you to leave. You have to come inside and perform stuff that the DSS does. You can go outside and record all you want, but you need to go outside because we have to make room for people in here.
We're not disturbing nobody. We're not in the way. We didn't break the law.
616 Troop I.
People are bugging. You guys are crazy.
Send somebody over here to DSS.
Bugging. This guy's gonna get educated. Every last one of y'all. Y'all don't think we know what we're doing? Bugging.
Right, but this is a DSS office.
Can I have your name and badge number?
Yeah, Trooper Sullivan, 616.
Thank you.
Okay. You can go outside and record all you want. If
No,
you don't
we
have any
do-
business doing inside here, you have to leave.
So, yeah, right. What do you mean we didn't break the law? So,
Yes, because at the point now, the manager is asking you to leave. Probably just gonna
oh, you get it. Educational. They got it together.
So this clip hits home for me because my first ever audit was at a DSS building, which I refused to leave and was arrested. I'll link the video at the end screen. So much respect for my state transparency for not letting them kick you out the door. But luckily, this trooper spoke with his supervisor, who obviously told him that he was allowed to film there. But that's going to do it for this video. Much love to these awesome creators. Again, make sure you use the links in the description below to show them some love and check out their most recent videos. Also, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you won't miss the next video. If you made it this far, thank you so much. You are the real CT3 fam. And until next time, peace.